Hi everyone and welcome to today's class. It's a very interesting energy today that is favourable for kindness and compassion. So maybe you decide to volunteer or to give your time to someone in need or visit like a friend who needs you and lend an ear, something like that. You can also use this energy to deepen a relationship, or it may result as such. So you may spend some time together with a loved one or a close one, and then finding out that whatever you're doing or talking about is really deepening your bond. And also, if you can combine this with being close to water, this could be very beneficial today. So in case you need to equalize, to balance your emotions, that's what water is really good for. Yeah, so if you feel like you're in need for that. Okay, so let's see what we're guided to do for our physical body under this energy. It's very cold still, so I'm wearing several layers of trousers of anything. But I would really like to encourage you to do the same with it, because it really makes a difference. So, little toes in line with your hips or muscle line, little fingers in line with your shoulders, nose, sternum, navel and pubic bone in line. Then you sink your sit bones together and like a fountain coming through your head and continuously coming through, so everything's long. Relax your knees and elbows and sink your ribs together and your navel towards your spine. We're good to go to start with the reaffirmation of the upper arms. So palms to the front, everything's long, little fingers towards the thumbs, lengthening everything, and just visualizing this continuation of this circle. And that makes all the difference, because you really notice it around your upper arms. Just relax. So there's no tension. Yeah, this will be tension, but that's not what we're doing. We're lengthening here, arms are relaxed, and then you're just turning to wherever you can. If you can't turn them as far as I can, no problem. That's not what this is about. It's about how you feel. And then think from the crown of your head touching or wanting to touch the ceiling, so it's not something like this. Yeah? Okay, just relaxing. Palms to the back. Now the thumbs towards the little fingers, lengthening everything. Ribs together. Just lengthening. And relaxing. Okay. And one more thing, thumbs towards the little fingers, everything's long. And relaxing. Okay, good. So, we go to the end of the mat, lengthening here. And we're just lengthening, lowering. Feel your head, the weight of your head, and just go down. You're not expected to be able to do this. Yeah, you can bend your legs, you can just use some books or yoga blocks. And of course, we're thinking to lengthen the back, and at some point it will be long, yeah, and straight, and at some point it's not, so no problem. Breathe in. On the out breath, lengthening here, and release. And again. Breathing in, and then lengthening the back, yeah, or it could be here, no problem. And one more time. Breathing in and out, lengthening, and just bending your legs, and letting the blood flow back. And now we're repeating it. Moving our arms, but really what we're moving is our upper body. Yeah, so the arm is just indicating that. So from here, breathing in, sit bones and head lengthen, middle finger and lengthening. Biggest possible circle, lengthening. Your eyes follow your middle finger. And there's no turning of your arm involved because that would not be great for your shoulder joint. Lengthening from your head and just feel the energy coming through your middle finger. Lengthening and lengthening, coming back. And again, lengthening up and lengthening, coming down and bending and letting the blood flow back. Okay, so today we do the standing exercise, although it's cold, but just make sure to not go to extremes. Yes, you know how your environment is. Okay, if you have 25 degrees, fine, or over 20, but if not, and I mean in the outside, if your body is used to that cold, no. Yes, even if you're feeling warm now, very important. Okay, as we know, this is for our lower back and hips, and everybody can do it because you can do it. Bending, bending, no problem. Just your hips need to be facing the mat, and the leg that you're standing on, your heel has to be on the floor, not off the floor. Very important thing. So here we are, bending. Don't be ambitious. Yeah, no ambitious flexibility. Efforts, please. That's not what it's about. Lengthening, okay, and here we go. Okay, breathing in, on the out breath, lengthening here, up, lengthen, okay, and release, coming down. Okay, stretch out a little bit more if you like. It's about finding space. So from here, just see if there is some more space. Make sure your heel is on the floor and you belong, not turning. Okay. And let the blood flow back. Okay, other side, other leg, lengthen. I am actually surprised for doing this, but the guides say it's continuing to stand up for yourself and this stability issue, and obviously it is. I mean, yes, we're all in this together. So lengthening, just try one more if you like. If you notice that you would like to skip this, go to the next exercise or take a break, do that. Okay, I feel just have to feel a bit more on this side. Let's see what my body wants to tell me. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay, what do I see? Interesting. Okay. So you just relax your back first and just feel the body. Is there anything weird? Maybe you want to stretch, tension, pain, or just relax here and here. Okay, now backward balance is next. Today is very weird because the guides seem to have an interesting order of exercises. I've noticed. Okay, so breathing in and lengthening and lower. If you cannot get your butt off the floor, it's no problem. You can bend the legs, but the success of the exercise is the lengthening. Yes, from here up and not here. That's the success. And then as a result, at some point you come up. So that's what it is. Lengthen. Make sure that you really think of long or lengthening behind your neck. We often forget that our head is not for thinking but also in the movements. Okay, not only for thinking. So, lengthening here, elbows up back, and make sure that your hands are here and not like this, something sideways. Yeah, very important thing. Alright, and up we go. And down. One more time. And up. Exhaling, lengthening. You can also do that again with bent legs, no problem. Yeah, like I was saying, it's about the activation, it's not about balancing or anything, it's not about lengthening. Now lengthen one leg and then lengthen even more when you're coming down, but the majority of the energy is coming through your fountain. Okay, so here we go. Lengthening. Lengthening the fountain, and back and lower. And breathing up and lower. And one more. And lengthen and lower. And lengthen and lower. Okay, just relax your back, whatever you need, gentle, or as I always like to do that, move a little bit more. Allow your body to do what it wants to do, yeah? Okay, so now, push-ups. Okay, so here is the ladies' version. A diagonal line from your knees to your head, nothing like this. Navel is in, and just relax your elbows, and you're not coming up from above, you're coming up because the fountain is continuously working from your sit bones to your head. Everything's long. And then, while I'm demonstrating the gentleman's version, which the ladies please don't copy, you just do some more. If you can only do one and rest, fine. But just go for that. While we now have the gentleman version, little fingers in line with the little toes, lengthening and relaxing. Lengthening and lengthening. So just same thing, relaxing the elbows and coming up from the fountain. It's not about doing many, it's about how much strength do you have in the center to go, to flow through your center. If you get bored with that, gentlemen, I have a little variation for you. So from here, what you can do is you can lengthen one leg and then you're here. You can lengthen one leg and you're here. Okay, so the energy is running through your head, fountain, basically, but also from your sit bone through one heel. And that's what just lengthens the leg, and as it continuously is flowing out there, it keeps the leg in place, or should do that. Good, okay, so next is on all fours. So we've got the little fingers in line with the little toes, and first of all, I think you need to see this, navel in, we do a little massage for the lower back, elbows closed, and lengthening. And also here, and lengthening, and lengthening, and one more time. And if you like, you just relax your back here, or you have your blood flowing back, okay? Now continuing in that same position, making sure that your neck is long by looking in between your fingers, where your fingers end approximately. Yes? Okay. So from here, we're just lengthening the legs, not lifting them, lengthening them. Lengthen and lower. Make sure that you've got your hips parallel to the floor. Lengthen and coming back. And lengthen and in and lengthen and back. Okay, now I'm lengthening and I'm adding the opposite arm. And lengthen and lengthen. And now I'm told that we're doing 8. We've been doing 4 leg stretches or leg lengthening. Now we've got 8. So really lengthen. Make sure that you're not tensing your wrists, but that the energy flows through your fingertips. Very important thing. And lengthen. And lengthen. And just relax. Or let the blood flow back. And now we're going to stretch out the legs. So from here, it's 90 degrees, meaning upper side parallel to the floor, energy through the head and the heel, and then slowly down, lowering on the floor in that line, sit bone, heel and hip or muscle line in line with your little toe. Other leg and lengthening from your head, from your heel. Thinking long. That's where the energy comes out, I wanted to say. Okay, so now from here, one more time with each leg. Lengthen and lengthening everything and lower. Make sure you put all your toes on the floor. Now navel in and think your heel on the floor in that alignment. And you notice a little more stretch at the back of your leg. Okay, lifting up the other leg. Lengthening energy through the head and the heel. Lowering onto the floor. And when your toes touch the floor, just think navel in again, heel down. Just think. Think and notice and feel. And release. Okay, now you just relax here. And just let the blood flow back. And now we're doing the same thing, starting the same way and then turning from the hip, meaning very much aware of the center line and the lines at the side to not twist. Yeah? So hips parallel, lengthen the upper body, leg up, now lengthening from the head and the heel. And you keep sending the energy through while slowly moving the leg to the side and keep lengthening the upper body. And then you notice you don't get far. Very well done. Getting far is wrong in this. So don't think you can get to here. No, not with this. Lengthen, upper body, and lengthen the leg, lengthen from your head, and then keep lengthening, keep lengthening, keep lengthening, keep lengthening, and release. Okay, and up, and lengthen, energy through the head and the heel, and over to the side, keep lengthening, keep lengthening, and release, and up, and lengthen, and lower, turn, lengthen, lengthen, and release. And just back, and just let the blood flow back. Okay, now relaxing your back and just see how it feels, how you are. Start out gentle and then maybe you know me if this is not the first time you're here, otherwise you know now. I am always going for this one. Or better and more accurate to say my body goes for that. Okay, so what does it tell me now? Right. Okay, so from here, little toes in line with your hips or muscle line, hands behind your head. Yes, I'm good. Okay, have your center line in mind, and now from the sit bones to your head, coming up, biggest possible circle, breathing in, and lengthening, coming down, head pushes against your hands, and lower. And again, lengthening. Sit bones to your head, lengthening. Breathing in. And lengthening. And if you like, you push with your head against your hands. And here we are. Okay, good. Now breathe in. And lengthening, coming up. Okay. Now bend your legs in. And up, and lengthening. Now from here, you can have them bent, by the way. The important thing is navel is in. And that's actually the most important thing. That's where we know how far we can go. That's the limit. So from here, I'm in the center line. Now coming onto the other line, meaning little toe in line with your hip or muscle line. This would be the lowest to go. It's not easy, not difficult to get there, but lengthening the upper body and then coming up. Yes, a little energy through your toes as well, but mainly here. That's the challenge. So that's the lowest point you could go when you go up again. Just make sure that you go to a point where you can have this lengthening and lengthening in both directions, okay? So, starting now, I have to do A, they tell me. So you do what you feel comfortable doing, please, yes? As you know, I get guidance for these videos, and then obviously my body is used to do this, but your intuition can tell you something different. And I don't mean it tells you just go lie on the couch. You know what I mean. Lengthening. And lengthening. Okay, so I do 4 more. But if you need to do like 4, you do that and you then go to the next exercise or skip the next exercise as well and go to the next one, because the next one, I've got 2 more to do, is also something that my guides say, in this case, is optional for you, because that's something they have created for me at the moment. So it is here. And you can also have one hand behind your head and then you're changing. So you can do that with bent legs, by the way. No hassle by doing it like this. I think I need to do 4 more. I did not count yet. Wow. And release. Okay. Good. And again, a little bit more here. Okay. That was intense. I don't know about you, but let me know in your comments if you like. Okay. So what's next? Rolling up and down in the center line. Okay, so very much about clarity, connection. working in the center line. Yeah, we always do, but this one is really working that. So think your center line until your little toes, your big toes, I wanted to say, sorry. Now, I will demonstrate a version for someone who's never done it or just starts doing this to get the feel for it, and then a more advanced version, and you can do any of those two or anything you could imagine yourself in between, so no problem. First thing is sit bones to your head coming up here, and then you grab your thighs, elbows are close, very important to not involve your shoulders because we're supposed to look down here, yes. So here we are coming up, and relax. Coming back, and just down we go. And then lengthening the upper body, trying to say. Now lengthening your legs wherever you can go, from your sit bones, heels. If you can do this, fine. If not, fine as well. It's just one line. And then, depending on how you feel here, and if your weight is really in the center, you can try to go over. Yes, but make sure you're not tensing and you're thinking long and long, because that's basically what it is about. And if you can go to like here, you just think long until we meet you again, and that will only be 2 seconds. Okay? So important is the longest possible line always, and as contracted as needed, but as long as possible. And we need one line, sit bones head here, and then this is the relaxation, and then coming back to that line, sit bones, and going back. Okay? So the other version is with long arms, little fingers in line with your shoulders, envisioning a circle from here, just checking again if that line's correct, and then from your sit bones, biggest possible circle, arms go down if you like. Of course you can also grab here and slide up your feet, massage as long as you can, have that center line. And coming up here, sit bones head, relax shoulders. It's not about going down, it's about going forwards as much as you can, and then at some point, of course, you relax and you come back up and lower, as long as possible, as contracted as necessary. Coming up here and then over if you can. And there's also a leg lengthening which we do at the end, lengthening, but all depending on the version you are choosing, which is right for you. Okay, so then it's sit bones head, everyone's coming here, now sliding out or grabbing here, and then being with bent legs, that's perfectly fine. You just think long, and the result will come. Lengthening. Flexibility is, yes, handy, can come in handy at times, very often, but only if you have the strength to support it. Very important. Lengthening. And now, in case you've been here, now we're all together again. Bending in, sit bones to your head, coming up, feet on the floor, sliding up, lengthening, relaxing here. They always want to take over, but you go as slowly as you need to always focus again on your navel to be working from here. Lengthening and lowering. And lengthening, and up, and one more, lengthening, and this time I'm lengthening the legs, so I'm doing a circle, but I only do that if everything is okay, meaning the weight is here in the center, and then it is like lengthen your leg as much as you can. But still, the main energy is the fountain. Yeah, so through the head. Now lengthening, biggest possible circle, bigger circle than the one upwards I wanted to say. So lengthen, 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 lengthen. And lengthen navel in, long arms, everything's long. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And down, and slowly down, lengthening the back. If your head comes up, it's normal, no problem, but I'm thinking long, at some point it stops. So you just think long and long and long, and whatever happens is the right thing. Okay, so lengthen, and just relax. And, well, they show me one surprising element, actually. Okay, so we're almost done. So you can either sit with your legs crossed or with your legs here. Important, sit bones and head are in line. So what we do is make sure when you lift your arms, you're not lowering your head. Lengthen, yeah? And then have your arms behind your head. Now think from your elbows, biggest possible circle, lengthening down. And just lowering your arms. And coming up vertebra by vertebra. So this is just a stretch for your neck and upper back. Lengthen, up. And biggest possible circle, biggest possible circle. And really feel where you need the stretch, where you feel it. If there is tension, you can do a slight massage next to the spine, where our scalp starts. There is a little hole on the right and on the left, and these little holes need to be relaxed. That's very important. Chinese medicine. Relax. And up. Okay, now just upwards here. And just do whatever you need to do to finish the class. To feel good. Okay. And a little bit more. Wow. Okay. Yeah, interesting again. So thank you very, very much for joining me for this class. If this helps you, please subscribe, and if you are interested in knowing more from my guides, then you can find it on YouTube, Hike About It. There are weekly energy updates, and there's a daily dose on Instagram at Hike Dance. Please subscribe, share, thumbs up, whatever it needs, because we need to spread the love and help each other as much as we can, so we go healthy and happy through these challenging times. Lots and lots of love, spread the love, and have a beautiful day. I see you for the next class.